hope we don't get crushed. Hey Sarah, hey Ronnie. Ooh. Ooh, hey Pauline, I haven't seen you in a while. Let's hope we don't get T-boned. Here we go. Oh, yay, 3 likes already, yay. I think we're gonna try to go for a record. Hey GE, it's a warm one in SoCal. It's kind of nice today. Hey Raquel, good evening Amanda, hug and kiss, how are you? We're gonna try to pop out to Sebastopol a little bit tonight. It's a good night, big news. Big news. Alright, let's get a coffee. What's up Charles, how you doing? Callie Mo, how are you? Alright, we got our snacks. We got snacks for the whole neighborhood. We got everything for everybody. We're smiling. We got our channels in. We're all good. We're pumping gas. We got our taps. Crap, man, the place made me think I was on candid camera. What a crew in there today. I got some chick with a dog. She's so high she can hardly, she's got spider eyelashes on. I don't even know if she can see, right? You see her come out. This is something. What's going on, everybody? Ronnie, if I missed anybody. Coffee, Alan Gentry, how are you? You made the 7-Eleven girl with it. No, it ain't just dog issues. She's just high as hell, man. It's like everybody, she's talking to herself. I don't know what this dude's all about. He's been hanging all over everybody here. Oof. Oof. I'll know in a few minutes. It was parked in the sun, Charles. I gotta let it cool off a little bit. Yeah, but I mean, these were so thick the girl couldn't even see. And she's so high, she's falling into the candy rack. Oh well, hey Vicky, it's just another afternoon in paradise here. Y'all, people are either high, they're crooks, or right. It sure makes life interesting. know where to go. You don't know, man. You know, the dog's starting to grab a candy bar off the shelf and starting to eat it, right? Nobody cares about that. I mean, it's 2023, man, you know. Whew. Wow. Yeah, I'm looking over there. It looks like she's passed out by the candy over there, so I don't know. Oof. Is that mold in the window? I'm not sure what you mean, honey, about mold. You don't get a lot of mold here in Santa Rosa because it's too dry of a climate. Just like you don't really get rust. Trump made $7.1 million off his mugshot. I don't know. I don't know if it's something that you ever want to be proud of. It'd be the first president in history that ever had a police photos taken. Yeah, I just couldn't believe that just the whole range of people in there today. Right. And you got people just stuffing food in their pockets, and guys are just oblivious. Well, what am I, the candy police? Please hit the thumbs up button if you're coming in. It's been a good day today, a comfortable day. Big day for me. Oh, go ahead, man. Oh, you better retard that spark a little more, dude. Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah. Let's retard that spark a little bit, man. Let's get that backfire going. Hey, Barry. That sounds so cool. It's gonna make the chicks go crazy when I pull up and that. Just hit it, man. Just hit it. Hit it like you're gonna quit it. What a day. It must be something in here. We really are in the dog days of summer now. These last few days of August, this is where fatigue for summer starts to set in right about now. Right about now. Anton Smith, it ain't going to be nothing. It's hardly had time to organize itself, bro. Heavy rain, big deal. Let's see if we can get all psyched up about that. Hey, how you doing, Lisa Lin? How you doing, honey? Let's see if we can get all excited about that. God, it's going to be a big joke. I don't know. The only thing that's not a big joke out there is all the violence out there. Unreal. And if you're just coming in, please take a second to hit the thumbs up button. It don't cost you anything. Nice way to show your support of the channel. We don't have channel memberships. We never will. We don't have Patreons. We don't have GoFundMes. We only have you, your thumbs up. The only membership we've ever had, the only one we ever will have, is whatever gratuities you choose to lay down on the channel. How simple is that? Doesn't take 10 minutes to read the whole channel. Kaboom. Hey, you know what, Kelly? The Orioles lost today, honey. So, the Tampa Bay and the Orioles are playing at such a high clip. One of them's going to collapse. They can't keep playing at this frantic 100-game winner pace. Something's going to give. Sorry about the Blue Jays. Hey, Shimei, how are you? Yeah, that's what I said. I know they did. I looked that up special just for you. That's not a big joke. The violence is really bad. We had that racially motivated shooting down in the Dollar General outside of Atlanta, outside of Jacksonville, which was pretty alarming. Yeah, I'm always happy to help share the good news, Kelly, as you're always happy to share it with me. Yay, you're back home. Yay. Is everybody feeling better? Just kidding, Kelly. Don't be a hater, honey. So tonight we had fancy eats last night. We had pepperoni chicken, so I'm going to be cooking up some noodles and shrimp tonight. Now, tomorrow night is going to be I'm just going to eat the leftovers. How you doing? Is that Nick B? How you doing, Nick B? Just going to have the leftovers because I'm going to be up at 4 o'clock on Tuesday and on the road, and you guys won't see me live until Friday. There'll be some content coming up, some YouTube shorts and stuff, some of the cooking. And then things are going to significantly pick up beginning Friday, really basically for the whole rest of the fall. We'll be shifting over to more recorded content. One of the main reasons being today, guys, I finished my book. I finished a rough draft today. I don't know what the word count's got to be, more north of 1,000,000 words. I don't know. It's a monster. But I get to take a break now and just chill out a little bit. I wanted to get this thing. Good night, Lisa Lindland. I wanted to get this thing done by the end of the month, at least the initial rough draft knocked out, and I've now completed that. So I'm proud about that. It's quite an extensive work. I gotta say, some people will hate it, some people will love it, but everybody will find something in it. So we'll see how things go forward. But I'm going to take a few days off now and just chill out. That was about 3 months. How you doing, Rita? It was about 3 months effort there on that. That's a lot of writing. It's up on the cloud. How you doing, Michelle? So I don't have to worry about losing it. That dish was outstanding. I recommend it everybody do. So you're not going to be live much anymore. No, we're just transitioning to where there's going to be more recorded content coming into the equation. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I will not be live. I'm going to be in LA visiting, and then Friday I will be in Las Vegas and live every evening down there. As to how much Mr. Z will be there, I don't know. You know, he's working. I'm way down at the southern end of the strip. I don't think that's an issue for him because it's easier to park. He knows where I'm staying down there, so I don't quite know what to expect. But we're going to be doing I'm going to be doing some recorded content, and I especially want to go check in that place that used to be a resort, Desert Spring or something, Desert Pool Resort across the street from there. It's all blown out now. I went there a couple of years ago. It's a frightening place. Half the places are plywooded up and the other half, I don't know. So there will still be live streams. It's not going to stop. All right. Hey, Eddie. There'll always be live streams. It's just, once I get on the road more in fall, then there won't be as many live streams. It'll be more recorded content. Just like when I was on the Pacific Coast Highway tour for about 8 or 9 days. I think I only went live like twice that whole trip. But there was a lot of recorded content. There was a lot of stuff to share with you. So nobody really complained about that. People enjoyed it. Some of those videos have become very watched videos, and I recommend that everybody should take the Pacific Coast Highway if you can stomach the twists and turns, particularly in Northern California. It does get to be a little wonder. I don't know if I'd drive an RV on it, but it's kind of nice. Yeah, go ahead, Jude. Blast that shit. There you go. Hey, EJ. Step further. That's right, Shemay. That's right, honey. The late live stream. Sometimes I don't go live till 8:30, 9 p.m. in Vegas. So I don't ever expect anybody to ever wait up for that. That's for sure. Least of all you, Shemay, who's got a lot going on. Hey, Angus, how you doing? You have a lot on your plate. Just so I can go to sleep with your... You can always go back, find out one of the old hangouts from way back in the day when I used to have the big panel chats and stuff. That'll keep you going. Right. There's thousands of live streams to choose from on there, so I'm happy today. That's a significant milestone for me to have finally finished my writing here, my rough draft. In no way, shape, or form is it ready, but I've advanced the whole project beyond the 50-yard line now. Most of the creative work has now been done. I've set my alarm for the same of the Vegas. Yeah, that's cool, Callie Mo. So I mean, I appreciate everybody being there. And we do, hey Alex, we do tend to pick up more of a West Coast crowd, Mountain Time and West Coast when I go live in Vegas. And we always seem to have a ton of people. And then, how you doing, Trog? Then the next day, a lot of people watch it on replay. So you either watch it live or a lot of people watch it the next day. They're eating breakfast or just working around the house and they just throw on the stream and they just enjoy it, right? Because let's face it, I talk a lot, so it's not like you're going to have a lot of dead air to contend with. Down there, what the hell is this helicopter doing? I thought we were under attack for a minute. Driving a sports car on Highway 1, make sure you got good tight steering and good suspension, okay? It's very easy to roll. There's a lot of reverse caster and camber declines and inclines on that road. It's not the best place to take a big bumper pull RV. I like your monologues at home. Yeah, we had a good one last night. I had a lot of feedback on last night's live stream. I'm always impressed how many people are into theological, philosophical things. It makes for very interesting discussions. And as I always say, ain't nobody have a hammerlock on anything, but it's good to talk about stuff. And all diversity of opinion is always welcome on this channel. It always has been. There's no sense of you know, I don't like channels that just teach and you know, if you can't exercise your mind, it's not that worth it. I talked to a friend of mine here in Chula Vista. Well, that didn't last long. Okay, I got a part of that anyway. So I'm ready for a change of pace to kind of celebrate here and take a couple days just to go low key for a bit. And then kind of plug in my battery. Then I get back from Vegas. We have, I got some local church work I've got to do. I got to replace a fan in a bathroom. Take you guys along for that operation. And then I'm getting ready for the boss and Janet and Bobby and I. We've got the game coming up on the 13th. And then I immediately want to go and try to do an overnighter. If maybe an overnighter, maybe not, but at least go down to Point Reyes Station, kind of warm up a little bit, shake the cobwebs out, and then head over to Sonora and stop in Oakdale and see Naomi and maybe Jamie and definitely Alan Gentry over there. I'm thinking maybe we can meet for breakfast or something, or you know, and then caravan, maybe see some cool stuff in town, and then I'll just head on to Sonora, enjoy a couple nights in Sonora, unwind a little bit, and then lay in what we're going to do for the fall. That's going to be important. The water leak is fixed. I didn't do a video on it because, well, I have 100 other water leak videos to choose from, which are all the same. Do you have a time frame for when your transition will be complete? I would think probably by November 1st, something like that. But I'm not saying I'm not going to dress once in a while, though, because I do enjoy it. You know, it's an expression of things. I feel like you can play a character on YouTube just fine. But I would think by the end of October, November. My healing is, you know, I'm probably up to the 90% level. I got to be very careful not to overdo it. I tend to be one of those people that will immediately push it into the red zone and then injure myself, and I don't want to do that. I could tell by this recovery, I don't have the bounce back that I used to have. Okay? I don't have the bounce back that I used to have. But yet I still make sure I got, like today, I got 2 great walks in. I got 2 great walks in. I think walking is excellent. It's a great thing that you can do every day. And the more mobility you can gain, the more muscle you build and all that. I dug a hole. I've probably fixed 50 well leaks and irrigation line leaks on the Rancho, and I have probably 25 videos. I have a friend here in Chula Vista who was impressed by your receivers. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I got to finish the, that's going to be another thing when I get back. We've got to wrap up the Marantz restoration and get on that. That's a very valuable piece that I want to continue. And then I'm going to be selling off for by the end of 2024, I want to be down to about 6 receivers. And that's about it. Sell off everything else. Please dress up. I love the, yeah, thank you, Vicky. I know you do, honey. You won't be disappointed, honey. But a lot of girls get excited about Rosie and male mode and all that. So who am I to disappoint people? So Vegas is going to be fun. What's really nice this time is I know exactly where I'm staying. I know my way around. I know how to check in. I know where some of the cool stuff to do at the south end of Vegas. So I definitely want to do some exploration because I'm kind of coming in at an odd time. I don't usually come in on a weekend, so I'm coming in on a Friday. And I can't really do much at church on Saturday because there's catechism classes being held where I need to do my work and then Sunday I don't work on Sunday. So it's going to be kind of low-key. We're going to have a lot. Yeah, Mr. Z is going to be around, so it's going to be low-key until Monday. So it's going to be kind of, hey Naomi, so it's going to be kind of an unusual trip. Now I may extend it if I feel like I want to be downtown some. Or if I start to get wrapped into a project. A transgender friend runs church in the hospital with Lyme disease. Oof. We have, hey Joni, we have COVID really bad out here, guys. There's a lot of people down with COVID now. Transgender predicts Rosie live podcast. Live podcast will be interesting. I don't know. I never saw anybody that really sustains a podcast. You know, I mean, what's the difference between me going live and then me just being there with the avatar of my channel up? And let me give a shout out to Chick too. Chick made me a nice new avatar. If I want to change out my avatar, which I probably will, which is very nice. And thank you, Chick. What's for dinner? Well, we had the fancy eats last night, so tonight we're going to go with the noodle tonight. I like to keep it simple, easy. I don't want to do cooking because all this stuff costs a few bucks. And I've got 2 things of leftovers, so that's what's going to be for tomorrow night. I've got the chicken in a can cacciatore, and I've also got the pepperoni chicken. Did you still have a collection of chopped up organ preamps tubes? I have tons of tubes. I have tons of Baldwin 6L6 amplifiers. I have so much stuff, and just sitting on them, they've increased in value. Okay, EJ, you're removing stuff so fast I can't even see what you're posting, dude. Why are you taking stuff down? Is everything being removed? Yeah, it's removing everything now. Why are you retracting all your messages? Things so fast I can't even read it. Okay, see you later. Thank you. Just like, man, I'm good, but I'm not that good. I got like 2 words, and I'm like, what did I do? Is it like, did it happen again? Magical mystery tour. I'm hoping that the price of vans and camper vans and stuff might start coming down here. I've noticed the demand for RVs has really collapsed over the last 6 months, and now with interest rates moving higher and the price of fuel, there's really less nomadic action on the road now. So if something good comes along, I might try to jump at it. Something that doesn't need to. I don't want to do another rebuild. I'm so sick of rebuilding RVs. I don't think I really have one, but I wouldn't mind getting one and then just tricking it out, right? Making it real comfortable. To me, the most important thing is make sure you have a comfortable bed. That's numero uno. If you can't sleep in your RV, you're dead. All right. To me, that's the biggest issue. You have to be able to sleep well. Everything else is just a follow. And I mean, I've been in some horrendous situations. I don't have any insulation, so you can imagine I hear everything at night. What do you think about going full time? On the roads, I've sustained myself for 22 days on the road before. It was okay. It was okay. I went all over Mexico and Canada and everything. Yeah, it's not impossible, but you don't want to be out there in the dire heat of summer or the brutal cold of winter. So I've sustained myself 22 days in this van with no issue. I never had a issue with cops or anything, or because nobody ever thinks. They just looks like a clapped out work van here, so nobody ever. You throw a few 7-Eleven coffee cups on the dashboard, and what the hell? Nobody's going to bother. I mean, I've boondocked several times in front of the mayor of Reno's house without any issue at all. This guy, what are we going to do? Punch the sign today? Is that how we're going to spend our Sunday evening? Let's break our knuckles. There we go. That's it. Good. A clean kitchen makes the whole house smell better. I did a pretty significant amount of cleanup in my bedroom and stuff. I did a lot of work in there last week. I couldn't take it anymore. So I was glad that that's done. So I know I want to go to the East Coast. Did you ever collect any Hammond organ parts? I have whole videos on the Hammond organs, Hammonds, Leslie's, restoration work on them, and I have whole booklets, Lowry organs, and I've done Rockola jukebox amplifiers. Hey, Ma Rich. It's like making moonshine. I just burned out on it after a while. I mean, hundreds of vintage audio, restorations, listening experiences. You got to cycle that stuff through, right? How you doing, chick? I gave you a shout out. Thanks for the wonderful work that you did. Yeah, Leslie. I think I sold my Leslie, but I would prefer to have Baldwin. I would thought there would be a homeless person. No, I don't know. I've been there since the pandemic began. Shemai's like, you know what, Rosie? We got to get back to Reno. The problem is, all of a sudden, Reno shot up super expensive. But boondocking, it's all right. I talk too much and people don't like me talking. That's why EJ, please, you don't have to retract messages here. Nobody's going to mind that you're in the chat. We're just glad to have you, my friend, my wonderful friend from Chula Vista, the home of Tacos El Gordo. Probably, well, besides the place I went to somewhere deep in Mexicali, just an excellent taco place. I went to, I remember I going to that place deep in Mexicali. We got into a Uber or something, man. I don't know whether we were going into the night. We ain't never coming back again, right? And we had to look at this place. It looks like something out of Happy Days. This, you know, Mexican style. I mean, I love it. I love it on the carne asada tacos. I burn scent candles. No one talks more than my sister. You think your sister and I might be a good match, huh? Chula Vista saw a production of Pygmalion there. Yeah, Chula Vista is a pretty cool town. It's a tight town there. There's a lot of population density there. Except for Imperial Beach, it's really the last significant town when you get down to the border there. You have National City, Chula Vista, and you got the Dairy Farm Drive exit there, and that's the one that you got the Friendship Park, which is a really weird park. You guys should check out that video. It's a park that borders right on the fence. So you got people on the Mexico side and the American side meeting there and talking through the fence. Kind of a very sad. I've been on both sides of that fence, from the Mexican side and then the U.S. side. It's a pretty wild experience. It's called Friendship Park. It's pretty tightly controlled, though. It's only open like Saturday from 11 to 2 and Sunday from 11 to 2. Things have never been better. It's just American migratory society is goofy. Do we have a problem with birds getting lost in their migratory routes, or what are we talking about? Talk to me like I'm a fifth grader here. What are we shebanging around here about migratory routes? Immigraciones, or what are we talking about? Immigraciones ilegales, or what are we talking about here? I don't know. Scottish, how are you, sweetie? I don't know. We have a tremendous amount of debt to be sold this week. Polish sausage dog with grilled onions. I never had a bad Polish dog. We went for a bike ride, now out for sushi. Wow. Man, Kelly, you're really doing it up, honey. Good for you. Good for you, babe. Like to see people out and about. I could write a book, How I Spent My Summer, right? So the big issue is just the, I don't know, all of a sudden the budget deficit really got on an explosive track of deficit. I think we added like I don't know, I think we added like 34, something ridiculous. I don't know how many $1 trillion of debt we added since the pandemic. It's something crazy. Time to surf it. Hey, Skunk, do you ever have vegetables, my man? Do you ever take a night off? Do you have gout? Eating all that rich food? Do. If I were a rich man. Yeah, I'm doing good, Nippy. What's going on, honey? How you been? I'm doing aces. Yeah, carnivore. I was watching some Piers Morgan did an interview with some woman that all she ate was meat for 6 years. She looked fantastic. But he's like, well, what did the doctor say? The doctor said I should have been dead by now. Come on, man. But you don't have to exaggerate. But say, well, what do you eat for breakfast? Sirloin strip. What do you have for lunch? Sirloin strip. What do you have for dinner? Steak and soup or something. Like, wow. Okay. I mean, that's really hardcore, man. Right. That is really, what's up, Robbie? How you doing? That is really out there. What's up, Olive? I don't know. Uh, it's like anything else. I get tired of that. I mean, that's what you think about when you tell people that you don't like lobster or something. It's not that you don't like it, it's just you like crab better. And then you find out when you're reading about the Shawshank Redemption that back in the day, that's what they served the prisoners every day was lobster. And these guys would riot, right? They're like, oh, it's smashing those lobster against the wall. It's so sick of lobster, right? Ice cream. That's something I never really acquired much of a taste for. Although I do enjoy sweets when I did get like my gummy bears. Through the day, I'll just go by and grab like 4 or 5 and throw them in and just eat them. Oh, look at this nice. What is this? Is this a Fairlane? What the heck is that? Yeah, that's a Fairlane, man. That's a nice looking rig. Ford Fairlane. Yeah, butter pecan. I like butter pecan. I just made homemade enchiladas. Nice. I'm a Caucasian and I'd like to eat crustaceans. Give me fish. What's your favorite gummy? I like orange flavor, lemon flavor. I like all the flavors. I don't have a flavor I dislike. I enjoy a bit of crab or one called salmon. How you doing, Cindy? I'll do another monster drug. Just look at how I cooked it up last night. I had a monster big chicken breast and I turned it into pepperoni chicken last night. It was glorious. Absolutely glorious. I hadn't had that in a while. You get a can of that prison spaghetti sauce. You ain't had a gummy in ages. We're talking about Haribo gummy bears, not the marijuana ones. What's for dinner? Well, let me tell you what. We had the fancy food last night, so we're gonna have simple noodles tonight. I do like Swedish fish too. I enjoy that. Every time I go to Vegas, I usually buy a bag of Swedish fish and a bag of gummy bears. Marijuana will bring you closer to God. Like I said, Trog, I have nothing against people that use marijuana. It's just something that's had very limited appeal to me. I prefer to drink. And then the Canadian government comes out and says you should try to limit your alcohol to 2 drinks a week. I'm like, hey man, I don't drink a lot, but 1 or 2 beers a night? Come on, dude. What do they do? What are you going to shut down all of Germany? You can't have a beer? There's another Audi. I mean, what the heck? Is beer that bad for you? It's all natural. I don't know. Leave it to those crazy Canadians. I mean, I'm sure they didn't like to see that at Molson headquarters or Moosehead. Labatt's probably their wigs were popping off when they saw that coming. Do stick candy. I have to go in a Dollar Tree and see what what candy is. Still Xanax free, I think 2 months now. Well, that's good. Was that something you were having an issue with, feeling like you were getting dependent on Xanax or mood stabilizing or altering? President Biden said he liked what Canada was doing. He liked the new alcohol. Said he's going to do that. Men can only have 2 drinks in a week and women 1 drink in a week. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what the hell to say. Is that really true, Cheryl, that our president got all involved in that? And that one drink of beer wine raises blood pressure. Yeah, it does, but all right, well, whatever. It's just, how much more dire do you want society? That's what I heard they were talking about on CNN. I'm like, what the hell? Don't like to prescribe it. My doctor was retiring, can contribute to heart failure long term. Well, it's good for you. You're not on it. Good. Good for you. But in no way, shape, or form have I ever. And that's what they said. And alcoholics are. I thought it was. I don't know. I don't know.
Doing what I was doing it
earlier. What is Shemay going to do without her fireball?
I got you.
You know how much I enjoy my beer at the end of the day. Crank out that beer.
Yeah.
I really like chocolate-covered pretzels. He may advise Americans to limit alcoholic drinks weekly. Well, how about you just get off of my back? Yeah, glad your 5-gallon still is there. What the hell, man? How about if Biden limits his boo-boos to 5 a week, and then I'll limit my beers to 5 a week? What the heck is this? Was this Mama Cass behind me? All the leaves are brown, the leaves are brown. Cigs. See, I pick up and put down cigarettes. I don't really feel any addicted at all. I'm confused. Who's talking? Who's taking my hooch away? I'll smack him. Smelly cat, I don't know, honey. I just started taking one. I leave. I can't believe how it's helped my eggs. Oh, it's nice. No, Smelly Cat, we're commenting. I saw a YouTube video that the Canadian equivalent of the Surgeon General has recommended that people limit their drinks to 2 a week. And I'm like, well, I'm doing the math, like 7 days a week, 1 or 2. I'm like, oh, somewhere between 7 and 14. How am I doing? Right? I was like, well, what the heck do you want me to do, man? I don't know. What the heck? What are you going to tell people in Germany to have beer and lunch and on breaks at work and, Yeah, the United Kingdom. When I was in Vegas, I would do the beer night at the local bar, drink until happy hour, go outside, throw up, and oof. Too lazy to go to the liquor. Unless you do the altar. Yeah, it's 5.2%, right? 70 mile north of them, this could be the one. Yeah, but what's the category? It's a tropical storm, isn't it, GE? At what point should I start to flutter and get all like goofy? Should I be charging my electric vehicle now? Yeah, the golf is hot, but what category? Are we a category 4 now? Or are we going to be slamming with a 5? Or what are we doing? they'll take out a few mobile home parks, and that'll be, you know, a few trailer parks. Rosie, you are so right. At what point do we freak out? Yeah, I mean, I've heard that there's a disturbance in the Gulf that's not formed into a hurricane yet, right? Well, all I can say is take precautions. Make sure you're charged up. My worst nightmare is people block the highways because their electric vehicles run out of juice, right? At least it's not down at the tip of Miami or down in Key West. One knucklehead blocking up the bridge there. And it's set to land on top of Tampa. Yeah, I do too, GE. All the best, my friend. I don't know what your construction level is, or I think roofs these days, they have like a tie downs. Yeah, it's not a happy time if you got one coming. I worked during Charlie Francis. Oh, okay. Well, I got some friends, Shay and Ricky, that are down in I don't want to say Palm Harbor. There's another place. I don't know what it's called near there, and they're in a mobile, right? This thing kind of blew up. It didn't even start over in Africa, right? I mean, it's just blew up right in Gulf of Mexico, or right in the Yucatan Peninsula. All of a sudden, the thing just blew up. Yeah, I hate to hear people in a hurricane. I remember Katrina, was like it was yesterday. It was horrific. It wasn't really the hurricane. It was just breaching the 9th Street, you know, the canal, and it's just terrible. You can't even get homeowners insurance in Florida now. Like, what the heck? And we just had 2 more insurers pull out of California. The government's going to have to mandate a self-insurance pool. But then, you know, you have the taxation without representation issue of socializing losses and privatizing profits, right? You can't ask people to share in the common loss if you're not going to share in the profits too. So there's the real Achilles heel of that whole deal. When I moved to Rockport, Texas, hurricane had taken that town before they dropped my insurance in Texas and went out there. Western Hemisphere, Hurricane Patricia. Well, to me, the deadliest was the Galveston of 1910 or whatever, that just basically took the whole city off the map. I don't know how many slobs died in that thing. All Florida has citizens paying to help all those beaches. That's what I'm saying. At some point, we can't socialize these losses. Well, these have been unpredictable. I get a hit, they will cancel. My home is older. Oh, I'm sorry, GE. Doggone. What a mess, man. You got to sit there and bite your fingernails. I guess I'd get some big stakes and some rope, and I would tie that roof down north, south, east, and west. I'd throw ropes over the top and have that baby bolted down into the ground.
Over there. You see my Woodstock?
Hello, Harbor Freight. Get a few winches and cinch that baby right on down. See, I'm kind of in the same boat with hurricanes. I'm living in a town that was wiped off the map in 1906 in the Great San Francisco earthquake per capita. Much more damage here, much more loss of life. And then in 1969, so you know, I never know when the big one's gonna hit. 400 short County, Georgia, 15 in Florida. Greed monsters. I don't know if it's greed or it's just it's not a good fit for their actuarial portfolio, right? You just don't have a wide enough base of people paying in to one or two of those big losses, and you're just wiped out. Your whole capital base. You have to sell all the stocks, all the bonds, all the cash, right? Homestead was a mess, and now I couldn't tell. Yeah, I hear you, Mile Rich. It's brutal. Yeah, firestorms and all that. They pulled out, and they don't want to write any more fire insurance. I mean, let's say, guys, you get a big house up on the hill, a $2 million home up on the hill for Fountain Grove, overlooking the city. They already had a fire come through there in 1969 or 1963, and then another one comes over in 2017. They're like, well, you know what? This looks like a dangerous setup in fall when the wind shifts and all of a sudden we have hurricane winds driving the winds down the mountain. And all it takes is one goof with a spark or a power line to come down, and we're history. So you know what? We can't sustain that kind of loss. I mean, don't you believe that, yeah, Conopoli, don't you believe that Florida will probably be uninhabitable anyway in the long term? With the way climate change is coming? I don't believe in the storm cellars. They do in the Midwest, I'll tell you that. You bet they do. Out where Jen is, you better believe. Hey, Brad. You better damn sight believe they have storm cellars in the Midwest. I've been down them before. All the rich own property. What is that? As all gone. What does that mean, Brad? All the rich own property. Well, I mean, if you can afford the property, then the rich should get together and just self-insure then, right? I mean, God knows how big the California earthquake fund is. They haven't paid out on an earthquake since like 1989. I mean, how many tens of billions of dollars are sitting in that baby? Yeah, if you have a below grade, that's cool. The climate always changes, or we would be like Mars. It's so strange they build never on a concrete slab with no crawl space. Well, we have a crawl space. But we don't have basements out here. And so I dispose of the polymer and put it in a van. You have a full fire resistant. Okay. Yeah, they just don't dig out. It's too cost ineffective to dig out and build out for basements. It's just not done in the West. You're not that bright. Trust me, not a genius, Brad. I'd say you're pretty smart too, Brad. My friend wouldn't renew their hand. They've been with them for 30 years. I mean, it's just the Oakland Hill fires. You had fire engines trying to get up the hill while people were trying to evacuate. Meanwhile, I don't know how many 38 people got incinerated on the hills up there. I mean, people just down below sitting in their lawn chairs, cracking beers and watching the whole hills on fire. Plus, you got all these weirdos in the world. They can't wait till a storm comes to get out there and light their little fires up. I just wonder if Florida is going to be inhabitable in the future. I don't know. The more ice it melts and just raises the sea level. I mean, isn't Miami just right at sea level? I And didn't they have those, Brad, didn't they have those islands disappear in the Pacific? Like they're under a foot of water now. There's all these native Polynesian people. But, you know, yeah, had one man who wouldn't leave a campaign fire where they were found in the house, calling him an improved phone about how you leave your home for a firefight, and the authorities come back and raid your house, take everything. No, we'd have more about that. We had to have the National Guard. Are you kidding me? We had the 2017 fires, and the thugs were coming up here from Oakland. They were raiding. The ground was still on fire, man, and they're in there rooting through for jewelry, and I had to bring the damn National Guard in. I got the videos of National Guard everywhere, guns drawn. They had to seal off all the neighborhoods. They were in there so quick. Yeah, well, they're quick to capitalize on stuff. So we had hundreds of National Guard in here. I have them on film. We had ING calling our trucks every day, so my brain is fast. But God bless anybody that's down on the coast. It's not, you know, your home is your castle, and I don't care whether it's in Florida or Phoenix or Death Valley or Pocatello, Idaho. I just like people to be safe and secure in their homes, and it's our biggest investment, right? Oh, I know big change is coming soon. I wish an Italian baker would come into Oakdale. I love French bread. Why don't you make your own, honey? It ain't hard to make. Make yourself some baguettes, honey. I don't know. I don't know how the vote's going to shake out. I can't get too much ahead of it because I don't know what the legal system is going to do. The former president has to dodge a lot of bullets. Okay, there's a full magazine loaded. That's a lot of court trials to run the table and come out good. It's called French bread, and Italians use it more. Oh, I don't know. Go to France, you'll see the long baguettes. Well, it depends which juries are seated or whatever, right? You seated jury in Atlanta or Washington, D.C. We all did with the fire would stay inside and wait to evacuate. That was one time I was so glad I was in the core of the very heart of the city. I figured they would make a last stand somewhere here in town to just last it. They'd start to blow houses up or visit. They had to have a huge fire break. We'd be like the last place to burn up. Right smack at the center. It's a good thing that wind died down. But I don't know, this hurricane kind of surprised me because it just blew up out of nowhere. You know, usually I have time to wrap my mind about it because it's coming off the Canary Islands, off the west coast of Africa. And this thing just blew up right in the area. They will eat them alive. My neighbor's prepper with solar and hole and generator. And buried propane when his generator shakes the whole neighborhood. Wow. CNN is now, what does that mean? My auntie has the best French recipe. A lot of the, you know, real French bread by law, it's changed a little bit now, but you could only use 4 ingredients: salt, flour, water, and yeast. That was it. Oil on a plate of good bread count. Last election I've overloaded the mess we're in now. Well, I think whoever, as I've said 100 times, whoever inherits the White House has to deal with an explosive increase in debt now. The monthly deficit is almost reaching, people are pushing the panic button now, and the amount of debt that has to be rolled over. You have China progressively cutting the amount of debt that they're holding of the United States and other nations. The amount of spending that people demand never goes down. It continues to increase. At some point, reality crosses fantasy land. The line of reality crosses the line of fantasy, and I'm afraid, folks, we're there. No politician has a solution to get out of this debt problem. And that's the thing that'll demand the attention. It's also the thing that'll have people marching on the streets. When the government has to tell people, no, we can't do that. Well, this society's been conditioned to hear yes all the time. We'll do that. Yes, we'll buy down your student debt. Yes, we'll bail you out. We'll do whatever it takes. Hot water, salt, sugar, oil, and yeast and flour. Well, you don't use sugar in real French bread. Black Rod, State Street, in Vanguard, and the President Administrator doing a great job in idiocracy. I don't know what you expect them to do. To me, it's the equivalent of a mouse riding on the back of an elephant now. It doesn't matter really what the mouse does. The elephant's going to go where the elephant's going to go. Now, the mouse may think it's in control, right? Yeah, we're broken and we're dead. There's only one way for interest rates to go up. And we're just at that tipping point where attention's going to be focused on that as the problem, and then it'll explode. How can you expect stupid to become smart? I guess because I don't see any way out, right? I don't see any way out of the debt conundrum now, and now it's reaching catastrophic proportions. Yeah, there you go, Mom. I thought you wouldn't eat me. Hey, an alligator does what an alligator does, right? You guys are smart. Yeah, Bama, Texas. Not good for Texas. Well, I want to see what's going to happen. Colorado is playing Texas Christian. I'm not saying I don't like Deion Sanders, but I hope TCU just beats the hell out of Colorado, because I've had to put up with Deion Sanders' big mouth for 10 months. Georgia's going to be hard to beat. Michigan's good. But anyway, it's a problem that it reaches a point where debt compounds so fast that it can't even be serviced anymore. And it just begins to eat the federal budget alive. And we've issued so much debt during the pandemic at 0.5%, 1%. Now we're rolling it over at 3, 4, 5%. Ooh. Right. Big question. Well, I've said for the last year that 2023 will be a year to remember, and 2024 will be a year to forget. So I say we're pretty much on course. And now you can see interest in Bitcoin is just waning now, and it's just like every dog has its day, and that's just passing into oblivion. I'm feeling good, Brad. Thank you. When they wanted to they use a dartboard and darts. I mean, when you think about it, what do we reasonably expect people to do? Suppose that they came out and said, well, we need to increase taxes 40%. We need to have a special tax on income. Right? Right? People would go nuts. But if you told people we need to cut your Medicare, we need to cut back your Social Security, people's wigs would fly off, right? I mean, so what do? You're between a rock and a hard place, and you expect a politician to come in there and somehow thread the needle and pull these two realities together. It ain't going to happen. Right? Yeah, there's no place to go. You're in checkmate. There's no solution. Right, so everybody goes down with the ship. Cash becomes tight. It's just virtually disappears. Interest rates skyrocket. For a long time, we were holding at 5.28% on the 30-day, and all of a sudden that went through to 5.32 or whatever. So, yeah, it's not going to happen, right? You can't close that gap. So all you can do is hope that you're not the one that's in musical chairs when the music stops, and you happen to be the president that's sitting in that seat. Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, it don't matter. Right? And all of the populism and coming at, I'm going to do this, and, let's make America great, or let's have 4 more years of progress or whatever. I mean, good luck. Small business will be the next big downfall. The piece that's falling in now is commercial real estate, which is really the province of mid-tier banks. Your Key Corps, your Bank of Brooklyn, and your second-tier banks. It's what they make their money on. Well, those loans are not performing. And you can only shuffle that so much in your books, right? So we have a lot of banks looking around at other banks and, hey, can you help us out? You need a merger partner. We got that going on here in town with Poppy Bank and First Community Bank or whatever. So it's you can only suck up so much, and then the losses accelerate. Yeah, thumbs up are appreciated. Well, they'll do what they did in 2008, 2009. They'll put a gun to the big banks' heads and tell them that you're going to have to take one for the team again. Just like anybody remember Countrywide Mortgage, right? That fiasco, and here comes the Treasury Secretary Hank Paulson. And the Federal Reserve Chairman, Ben Bernanke, and they just call up Bank of America and they say, guess what? You got this, right? We think this institution's pregnant and we think that you're the daddy. So we're going to have a shotgun wedding. And you're going to be buying Countrywide. And to suck that down and destroy themselves for the next 12 years. Right? Thanks a lot. Free market's my ass, right? But I don't know. I look at my Amanda Hug and Kiss is down in Atlanta, and she says things are doing quite well. there. So I think it's a very regionalized situation here. I think New York and California are experiencing most trauma now. You got the SAG, the actors, the writers are on strike, and that's a backbone industry down there. New York, you have tons of illegals being dropped in there every day, and you have Wall Street is accelerating its move to Miami to get out of New York City because, do you want to stay in New York? All they have to do is build a replica of the New York Stock Exchange floor down in Miami somewhere, and they're good to go. Take the bell with you. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Yeah, reality shows are booming because a lot of people have taken issue with what Hollywood has produced in the way of content the last few years. And I don't hear, and I think this really surprised Fran Drescher, the president of Screen Actors Guild and stuff, and I think that she's really been surprised that there hasn't been a super big groundswell to settle the strike. And now they want the people of California, the taxpayers, to come in and give them a check, right? A weekly check or whatever, like an unemployment check. It's like, really? Now we got to socialize this situation? So the government here has no end of the stuff that they'll do to try to keep the votes coming in and stuff. I've been drawing so they're kind of surprised Americans aren't standing up for, well, don't you miss the content? No, man. What does it take to produce a reality TV show? It takes one camera guy and a bunch of people that want to be stars. Put them all in a house together, put them on an island together, put them managing a nightclub together, put them starting a restaurant together, and people will watch it. Right? High profit, low cost, let's go. I mean, right? They also have to take the bull to Florida as well, the bull, to make it legit. Cut me down. Boy, I'm afraid I don't quite understand that on you. I don't know. But, people will just flip on YouTube and just, get their dose of what they want to see. There's plenty of wannabes on there that excited to be stars and stuff that'll light themselves on fire in the middle of the street or whatever. Yeah, I'm a reality program. Yeah, of course. It was called Gilligan's Island. I should pitch the... I would love to see Amanda Hug and Kiss and Anton Smith together on a house to see which person would die first in the house, right? I love that. You guys would be must-watch TV, you two together for, I mean, who breaks first? Put them into a one-bedroom house, right? Well, who gets the bedroom? Well, Amanda, I'm a femboy, so I should get the, First the bums must run, yeah, so. Right, people will find alternative ways to keep themselves entertained, regardless of what Hollywood is doing or not doing. Plus, I don't think Canadian actors and actresses are on strike. Right? We have separate independent production people that are running down like crazy. Probably Netflix is receiving 10 or 20 independent movies a week or a day coming in. Look at this. Now, yeah, throw that on. That's cool, right? you know, how we created a new bolt. Yeah, put that on there, man. That'll be great, right? How Jenny became a welder. They'll love that stuff. Put it on, right? We made our own beer in the backyard. Roll it. They'll love it, right? Right, we built a house in one day. Oh, I got to see this, right? This will be good. 10-part series. Lebowski, yeah. I could just see Amanda and Anton would be beautiful. Yeah, the one-day house build. This is going to have to be well coordinated. Brad, they could run that into a 10 episode thing, right? Right. I mean, you know, there's people popping. Never underestimate the creativity of people when it comes to make a buck. And a lot of the writers in Hollywood were starting to veer off on programming and writing that was just more, I think, more to influence the social conscience than to actually entertain. Sometime around the time of Norman Lear in 1973, and I really put it to All in the Family at that particular time, we moved from entertainment to wanting to send a message to society. And I think that was the show that really put the bug in people's ass to write TV that influences society and stuff like that. Oh, All right, take care, Brad. See you later. We shall get by. And he's so did well. So I think that whole Dylan Mulvaney thing, that was a huge crash point too. Seemed to be watching the same things. Yeah, it was like a huge crash point. That just went down like that was like America was swallowing a porcupine. You know what I'm saying? Backwards. Whew. I mean, you talk about gonna leave a mark. That was a lead balloon. That was, you know, that gal Hauserstein or whatever, the marketing genius that Bud Light hired to, you know, we need to get this beer away from mainstream America, right? These white Christian nationalists or whatever. We need to broaden, we need to show that everybody enjoys Bud Light. Well, you know, you get what you get. And now this chick's career is gone. I mean, that's tits up. Target. And so everybody's being very, very careful now about how they position themselves. Well, you know, it won't last long. They'll be out there again doing it up. So I don't know, but I don't think anybody saw that coming. I think that took a huge, huge toll. I mean, I could care less myself, but a lot of people didn't like because I don't even like Bud Light. But a lot of people didn't like the way that was repositioned or whatever, and it just, I don't know. I think it's the first time that it ever really tried to put sexuality and gender at the core of marketing instead of you know, just good times. And then I think they paid a price for that. Yeah, I like my Ultra. Right, and that's my problem with a lot of the movement. Everything, the point of the spear is sex and gender. And it's like, what other element of society leads by that? I mean, I don't have straight people coming up, oh, I'm Rosie and I'm straight. Nice to meet you. Right? Like, dude, I don't care what you do in your bedroom, right? I don't give a hoot and holler. Y'all knock yourself out. But, I don't have to go down the street with big blow up balloon penises and things like that. It's like, okay, all right. Don't look at that, kids, right? You know what I'm saying, Ma Rich? It's just like, it's not like the old Macy's Day Parade, right? Where the only thing we had to worry about was whether Barney would implode on a light pole on Fifth Avenue or not. That's all we had to worry about. High wind conditions, how many people are going to be pulled off the ground with the balloon, right? You know what I mean, Cindy? I mean, what's the message we're sending here? I don't know. God knows I love everybody, but please use some sense, man. Use some sense. Yeah, I mean, you're guys trying to film the Ottawa Pride, and he's had to turn the camera away every 5. I can't show you that, or I'll get a strike on YouTube. Well, sucks to be the people on the streets then. Don't mind that blow up penis. Used to go to see all this stuff. Now I go to Disney. There you go, Ma Rich. Oh, what happened to target marketing? Sometimes very off target there, RJ. Very off target. You're so far removed. I can guarantee you that woman Halstein or whatever, I can guarantee you she never had a Bud Light in her life to her mouth. She never went to any event where Bud Light would be, sporting events. Just sit high in New York City in an office and tell people, oh, this looks like a good thing to position this person for this beer. And then you go sell that to the marketing, the vice president of marketing. Oh, it's great, man. That's good. Yeah, let's stick her in a bathtub. Are you good? Yeah, let's do it. All right. Everywhere in the stores have signs that it's not a service dog. Don't bring pets in. Oh, honey, you are a marketing genius. Yes, you are. I do want everybody to be happy, but Lord, do take some responsibility in life. Take some responsibility in life. Oh, gotta turn the camera off. This guy's got diapers on there. What is... I don't know. Everybody has their own channels. Public ceased allowing pets in their stores. Well, out in California, they're everywhere. Pets are everywhere. Pet rats get loose in the lingerie department. Did they ever interview the VP of marketing? I think they just released a statement. I think their strategy was every time we're commenting, we're making the situation worse, so let's stop digging. So they went quiet for like 3 months. And let me tell you, they just figure time heals all. People will eventually get over it, which no doubt they will. But how you doing, Dave? But I think the message ran out that nothing's a slam dunk when it comes to marketing anymore, and it's a very dangerous thing to be. Miller did something before Bud, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think Miller is that big of a force compared to Bud Light. When you're the #1 beer in the nation, now of course we got Modelo. You're never going to see Modelo or something like that. Gas can, yeah, I can't wait for Halloween. You never see Modelo doing a campaign like that. They're just like, we're all about the beer. We're all about the brothers. I mean, but I'll tell you how many job sites I was on that every Friday there'd be 1 or 2 6-packs. Start breaking them out at 4 p.m. on a Friday afternoon, and guys be drinking for an hour when they punch the clock. Always Bud Light. I went to the Riveter Museum today in Point Richmond. That area's cool. I came out and it was like, yeah, you should go over to Sausalito and go to the old Marin ship grounds over there. Look at some pictures on the wall of what that used to be before Otis Redding wrote Dock of the Bay. Juan Valdez had a simple message. But I think the message was, be careful about using products for social purposes, right? Be careful about marketing with messages and stuff. Just produce the beer because people like it, right? Show party scenes, right? Beaches, chicks, right? Clubs, a few cowboys getting kicked off horses, some brothers in the hood. How you doing, Jamie? What's going on? A few pickup trucks, a few construction sites at 5 p.m. The sun going down. That's big. That's right, Dave. Best to leave politics out of any product. Don't use products for social messaging, right? That's the message that they're now paying consultants millions of dollars to come in and do PowerPoint presentations telling people, telling all the marketing departments, oof, you know, guys, we have an important presentation today on lessons of Bud Light and the Anheuser-Busch fiasco. Please take your seats. There will be a Q&A session to follow, and in a couple minutes the cart will be around with coffee and tea and a little bit of a morning pastry, so please settle in. Please take a moment to greet the person next to you. We do like to have a very coherent marketing department here. We need to work together to try to prevent. How you doing, Supermom Julie? To try to present the issues that have presented themselves here. So this is not to single out Budweiser. It's not to single out Anheuser-Busch. What the hell's this cop doing? Are you gonna grab me? But it's just to use an object lesson of how we need to proceed forward. In your package, you will see a handout sheet that has the bullet item presentations today. You don't make sexuality and you don't make gender the point of your marketing. You make it a coincidental message, right? That's what they did with All in the Family and that genre of shows. They make it about feminism and the rise of feminism and racial equity and neighborhoods and things. They just put it in as part of the story, right? You too. That's the way you socialize an idea that when you want to influence society. You don't jam the message down people's throat. You just make it a coincidental part of the story. No, I don't run for office. Thumbs up are appreciated. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please take a second to do so. It is very appreciated here. Here comes the big number one. It's Budweiser, now it's a big number two. They took a dump, when you said Bud, you said it all. Here comes the big number one. Ba-do-do-do-do, hello kitten cat, do-do-do-do-do. It looks like they resurfaced this road. I don't know what the heck they're doing. What, are we going to cut me off here? Chasing the sun. We're westbound and down, man. Westbound and down. We are heading out to Sebastopol. I said hi to you, kitten cat. Nice night, 78 degrees. Really a comfortable night to see what Sunday night is like out here. Yeah, whenever you're looking out for number one, make sure you don't step into number two. Yeah, this would be considered a mountainous alpine route here. I might have to drop it down in low gear to make this grade. It's like a 1/2 of 1% grade ahead. Whoa, hold on. Hope I don't burn up the engine. No passing on this baby. Solid yellow stripe. That's how people die. Let's see if we can get some cock. I don't know if this market's open or not. Probably not. I don't know. Someone crying in the chapel. Wait for me. There's someone crying in the chapel. Alright, let's see if anybody wants to yell at me for being live today. What are we doing? We got a parade here. Is that what's going on? Yes, it is. Give me the stink eye. Thank you. Let's see if we pull in here. Let's not try to hit the guy's truck. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, she was crazy, all right. She lit into me. Do, 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 do. Milk and butter and eggs and cream, fresh from the farm to you. If you don't own a cow, call Cloverland now. Oh. See where the cocktail sauce would be. Oh. Ooh, cocktail sauce. Not sure which aisle it'll be on. See if we can get yelled at tonight. But oh, see, there's the dressing and the condiments. All right, here we go. Pizza sauce. Oh, this is going to be a non-starter here. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Susie's Organic Cocktail Sauce. Oh, wow. $4.79. Jeez. Don't tell Cheryl S. I'm not paying $4.79 for that. That's way too much.
When did they deliver it?
No, but it's,
Middle of the week first.
yeah, we can throw that one.
Wow. You know, I ain't paying that. $4.79 for that little crap. Let's go up to the Furcrest Market here. Maybe it's open. Let's go up the road here. Son of a... $4.79. For what? 5 ounces? Yeah, well, I might have been born in the morning, but not yesterday morning, man. Right? I find that like patently offensive. All right, let's make sure I don't get whacked here. I got the land of the gassy grandmas here. Oh, if I'm gonna be yelled at, this is the town it's gonna happen in. The gassy grandma is gonna drop me tonight. She's gonna want to square up. It's like, you looking to square up tonight? Oh, well. If you're shopping with me, you know, we gotta be careful of every buck. We ain't born to the purple as we try to straighten out our financial dilemma here. All right, let's go. Let's get around town here. Here comes the king, here comes the big number one. Let's see, we can't make a left up here, so we gotta go right to make a left. So we gotta turn here. We gotta go past Screaming Mimi's. We got the police there. I hope he didn't mind me making that turn. He kind of gave me a squinty look, but he got caught at the light. Oh, he's after me. He's probably heading back to the station, I hope. Let's hope this guy's not on my tail. No, looks like he went straight to the station. Oh, wow, I'd have a seizure. Look, I can't do, right? I mean, we run a close to the ground operation here. There's no other way to describe it. I'd rather just do without it, than I might as well wear a sign that says pork me, right? I mean, I'm sure Cheryl S. is watching there, cackling and laughing. Let's see. It's a beautiful night on... yeah, I don't know where to get horseradish. There's gonna be a week's worth of food. Wow, are you kidding me? $404. You'd have to call the funeral parlor. I mean, you've got to be absolutely kidding me. My food budget is consistently about $300 a month. I have a very simple dietary regimen. We need to manage the dollar here is what we need to do. That's what the channel's built on. We'll go up to Furcrest Market here and see what's going on. Well, they better straighten out that tea room soon. That whole place is looking really overgrown over there. Not going to ask people to come and do an English tea when they're fighting like a jungle to get in there. But we need to be rather cautious with our spending. Thrifty's the best word I've heard. Let's see, we got the Furcrest Market up here. Let's see. Here comes the king. Here comes the big number one. Hello, Cheryl S. I wonder if the Japanese garden is open. La da 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 dee. Let's see, we got the Furcrest Market here. Maybe these blokes will have it. Let's see what we got. Furcrest. I hope they're not closed. I don't know. It looks a little shaky right here. Let's see. Are we closed? Are we open? Are we in business? What are we doing? Are we selling? See, in this town you can leave all your stuff outside. That's how nice the people are here. I don't have to take any of this stuff in. Thank goodness. Alright, let's see what my man is doing here. I'm gonna get some wine tonight. It's nice and air conditioned in here. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, I'm doing good. Where's the cocktail sauce?
Cocktail sauce.
Condiments?
Yeah, should be the against the wall there.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. I didn't mean to pull you away from what you're doing.
Oh no, I'm being pulled towards it.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh, me? Okay.
Sorry.
This one time I was served by accident. All right, let's see. Wrong serve.
First we have to pay him.
Let's see what we got. All right, what do we got? We got, yeah, see, you got the, look at this, see, 358. Now we're cooking with gas. Let's get two of these, baby. See, Cheryl S? You could learn a little something, okay? Right, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Look at that for value shopping. I get twice as much sauce, right? You could really learn a lesson from that. Radio. This is exactly what I dreamed about. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? Good. Good to see you again.
gimbal is not by the way. The gimbal?
Oh, this is it's more like a tripod.
Oh, okay.
I just got it at Amazon. It holds up pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
It's made of like tactical plastic, so instead of breaking easy, it does real well.
Yeah.
See, it extends out.
Nice.
I can put that thing way out like that, and I can turn it around, and like I can put this on. Yeah, so it does a nice job. They really like you on here. Huh? What's your name?
My name's Adrian.
Adrian. Adrian's a superstar, huh? All right, let me pay for this stuff.
It's over 17 cents.
You got a little bag for me?
No?
Gave you a little bit of trouble there, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit. Something I can't handle.
All right, check me out on YouTube, Rosieokelly.
All right.
Making you a star tonight. All right, take care, Adrian.
You too.
All right, man, we're all set now. I couldn't be happier. See that? Right, now you guys understand there's a method to the madness. That's called achieving top level results. Top level results. You know, boss, I could get my mouth busted, but you know what? I never have. You know why? Because I'm a friendly person, that's why. So learn to love it. All right, you ought to be ashamed of yourself too. All right, let's keep rolling on. We can't let a few sour apples ruin our night here. Oh, look at that. Now we're stocked up. We can enjoy our dinner tonight, which is awesome sauce. So let's go downtown. It sounded like there was some music in the park. Oh, it's got a gassy grandma behind me. Let's be careful. All right. Ooh, there's my wine guy. Take care, my friend. See, I make new friends all the time. Let's see, how the hell do we get out of here? This is really a weird parking lot here. Let's see if the temple's open tonight. We can see that it's a little more light out. Last time we were schlepping around, it was a little dark over here. I don't know if I'm allowed to drive into the property or not. So what are we doing? Are we going to turn in? Are we going to run over me here? What's the play? All right, we're going to accelerate up the road. Let's see if the temple's open tonight. Did I go too far? I don't know. Did I miss it? There's my drinking buddy. Do 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 do. Let's see. I think it's right in here. Oh yeah, here we go. I don't want to run past this thing. Let's see what's going on. This is the Amanji Buddhist temple. During World War II, the locals tried to set fire to this place a couple times. Because Japan was sending over these gas bombs that were tied onto balloons and they're landing here in farmers' fields and stuff. Can we get in here? Can I see? Oh shoot, we're locked. Oh, doggone. Look at that. All right, well, let's see. What's our next plan here? I don't think we got a plan here. All right, what do we got here? That's private property. Since when did that ever stop us? Let's see if we can make a U-turn. Slow down Sonoma County. Look at all these pink ladies right here. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, well, we couldn't get in there tonight. They might have walking access. I don't know. Let's see. Any access, or we just totally... looks like we're totally DQ'd guys here, so we ain't gonna be getting in there. Beware a vicious dog. Oof. Wow. Alright, let's go back to town here. And, last time we were able to walk around in there without a lot of issues. But being as this is a dangerous road, Himalayan salt room and day spa. So Cheryl, I hope you took note of very economical shopping tonight. We got like 4 times the amount of sauce for less than it would have cost at the other place. Well, like I said, you stick with me and you'll learn how to be a value shopper. Don't, well, you get what you get then. And let me tell you, I could have done even better at, like food for less, Food Max or something like that. There's the hand line. What a dangerous place, man, to try to eat in there. You can't even park. Oof. Well, one day, all the tips, she may thank me. We aim to please, Ronnie. We aim to please. I wonder if they ever fixed his house that caught fire. Let's let this guy go past. Go ahead, dude. There you go. Sonoma Specialty Hospital. That hospital's failed more times than you can shake a stick at. Right, did they do anything with this house down here? Oh, there it is. It's still a boarded up mess right there. Thing blew up real good. Real good. Let's see what's going on in the center of town here. I left my home. Do 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 in San Francisco. Do 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 do. All right. Do 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 do. We earned one tonight. What's our charge level here? Not bad. All right, we'll run with that in a bit. Are you waiting? Do you
So I've already ordered.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at the beer list.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out too.
Hello, I have the grill. Thank you.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Good. They left you alone tonight, huh?
What's that?
They left you alone tonight up there. What dark beer do you have on tap?
Oh, I don't think we have that. I have a nitro sour.
Is that dark? Yeah, I'll take
You want
one.
to taste some of it?
Yeah, could I have a little taste of it?
Still bags on, but also still like basically on the property manager and the customer at the same time. It seems like a lot.
Oh, yeah. That'll be perfect.
Well, it's a lot. It's a liability.
Which one is that up there?
What was that?
Which one is that? up there?
Barney Flowers by Anderson Valley. So on the right side is like the fifth one down.
That was good.
Johnson together. A lot of people are like, just give your license. And I'm like, oh yeah. Just start business, right? Yeah, they say like the first 5 years, that's what you see, like, you're just like drowning. Yeah, we're just talking on it. First year, it's like I was like totally legit. And I didn't really know about semi-finals. So from April, I got picked up.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, we're treating ourselves with our ill-gotten gains tonight.
Friends to look to the stranger, you know the end. I'll always be there. When you're in doubt, and when you're in danger, to look all around, and I'll be there. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. But if you wait around a while, I'll make you fall for me. I promise you, I promise you I will. You'll take us through. And so
It's not often I get to enjoy a dark beer.
you know what to do.
I'm trying to teach Cheryl S. how to live
I
life.
always believe her. Sometimes if I shout, it's not what you intended. These words just come out. No got to I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know they don't
sounds good.
To be. But if you wait around a while, I'll make you fall for me. I promise you, I promise you. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. And if I had to walk the world to make you fall for me, I promise you, I promise you I will. I gotta tell you, need to tell you, I gotta tell you, I gotta tell you.
Nancy Grandma.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. But if you wait around a while, I'll make you fall for me. I promise you, I promise you. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking of the right words
How
to
does she
say.
sound? Pretty good?
I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. And if I have to walk the world to make you fall for me, I promise you, I promise you I will. I will. I will. I will.
What a delicious beer.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Does anyone remember that song? Yeah.
Very nice.
In the 80s.
Good
When
one.
in Rome.
Beautiful.
The
It's one of those, you know the song, you know the band.
You sound great.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
You sound great too.
Okay. This next one, darling, you did most
I
of it.
like to encourage them.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I do,
Does anybody
right?
remember Jerry Rafferty?
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Nope.
Great oldie. Maybe you will after this song.
It's got that Suzanne Vega, Natalie Merchant thing going on. There's like $200 in that case up there. I like to support low, you know, I give my support. So you guys didn't see this coming tonight, did you? Not at all.
You know I need your love.
Oh,
You got that hold
hello,
over me.
where's the woman?
As long as I got your love,
Hey, Rev.
you know that I'll never leave you. When I'm only gonna share my life, I've no doubt in my mind. It's been you,
Woman, right down the line.
No, I'm not turning on you. Only you can see
You guys didn't see this coming tonight, did you?
changes that I've been through. Have left a mark on me.
It's been
You've been as constant as a northern star, the brightest light that shines.
oh,
It's
it's
been you,
woman. I'm lending my voice.
down the line.
Cue the intro. Yeah.
I just wanna say this is my way. But tell
everything.
I could never say before. Yeah, this is my way of telling you everything. I'm loving you so much more, 'cause you believe in me through my dark.
Well, Mandy, they said support your musicians.
Put something better inside of me. You brought me into the light.
It's been
Threw away all those crazy dreams. I put them all behind. It was you, woman, right down the line.
That's what I do, boss.
Just wanna say this is my
Hey, Lulu.
telling me everything I could never say before.
Learn to love it, Cheryl S.
Yeah, this is my way.
Hey,
Telling you everything. I'm loving you so much more. If I should doubt myself, if I'm losing ground, I won't turn aside someone else let me down. When I wanted you to share my life, I have no doubt in my mind. It's been you. Right down the line.
Cheryl S., you should support the local economy and musicians. That's tonight's message. Woo! Woo! Excelente!
A golden oldie.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
All right. This next song is by a band called Toad the Wet Sprockets.
There we go.
Oh, good.
Woo. Scary when you got the chorus.
All
We're
right.
hanging at a hot bunk. Thank you for the $10.
The song is
It's
called Walk
very
on
appreciated.
the
Thank
Ocean.
you, old as dirt. Thank you very much.
This one is dedicated to all of you.
Yay!
Everyone.
Because
Thank you
Hey.
guys that just walked in.
Woo! There we go.
Thank you. Here we go. Let's do this.
I thought we'd welcome to Hot Bunk Sebastopol. Try the grilled cheese, it's awesome. Okay.
We spotted the ocean at the head of the trail. Where are we going? So far away. Somebody told me
See, Cheryl S., you should support your local musicians and economy.
where everything's better and everything's safe. Walk on the ocean.
Yeah, I surprised you guys.
Step on the stone.
I finished writing my book today. Figured we celebrate.
Half an hour later, packed up our things, said we'd send letters,
Ooh, thank you for the
all
donation.
of those little things.
Cheryl S., you need to support local musicians, honey. The boss will tell you that.
It seemed they'd already
I get some dark beer. I asked the guy whatever dark beer. Delicious.
Walk on the ocean.
I like dark beer when I go out.
Step on the stone. Flesh becomes water. What becomes bone? Walk on
Yeah, well,
the ocean.
I've tried to cut down my hard liquor bourbon a little bit.
Step on the stone.
I was on a real
Flesh becomes
cognac kick for a while there.
Now back at the homestead, where the air makes you choke. People don't know you.
I love this place.
Trust is a joke. Don't even
This
hide.
is the place of the famous Stewie incident.
Just memories to hold. Grow sweeter.
Yeah, this is a very
each
popular
season
place to feature local
as we
musicians.
slowly grow.
Woo!
Thank you.
Awesome! Woo!
Thank you very much.
I love that band. In fact, I think we love it so much we're going to do another one of their songs.
Yeah, here comes another one.
That one? This one was even bigger hit for them in 1991. An album called Fear. The
Oh,
song
you
is
have to
called
look it up, and it's famous in Boyd history, the bottom of YouTube. Do, 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 do.
Nothing so loud is even when we lie. Truth is not kind.
It was a celebration of life, Cheryl.
As you said, mother,
There's the infamous fire pit.
so soft, saying everything.
That's where I gave the toast. Stewie! Stewie!
All I want is to feel this way, to feel this close, feel the same.
All I want is to be this way.
Evening speaks, feel it say.
Man, that thing's so loaded with money in there, I couldn't believe it.
Nothing so cold as closing the heart when all we need is to free the soul. But we wouldn't be that brave, I know. And the air outside so soft, confessing everything you need, everything you need. All I want is to feel this way.
Yeah, this is a really nice place. It's only 6 miles from the Rancho.
All I want is to feel this
It's got kind of some bad memories, though.
I feel it say. And it won't matter now. Whatever happens will be. Though the air speaks of all will never be. Keep on trouble me.
Look at, they both got the same shoes. I'm trying to give some object lessons to Cheryl Eston.
To feel this way, to be this close, to feel the same. All I want is to feel.
They look good. I like those shoes.
Evening speaks.
Send me a link to them.
Feel it say.
Size 11. I like those shoes. I love them. I do love those shoes. They go good with jeans. Woo! Excellent.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I love doing that one with you, Roberto.
Oh, likewise.
You
Okay,
know-
this next song is a song by the Foo Fighters.
Woo, yeah.
and,
Foo Fighters. Who needs art support?
You do. I love that. Pressure. I get a break. This is so nice.
You guys know Foo Fighters? All
Yep.
right, you know Foo Fighters. Good.
Yes.
Foos.
Yes.
What's your favorite Foo Fighters song? Do you have one now?
I want song, acoustic song, like time like this, it's good.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Acoustic.
All right,
This was
let's
like
do
one
it
of the
up,
early
man.
hits. This is from their first album in 1995. This is called Big Me. Let's hear what
I don't talk over people, boss.
When I talk about it, carries on, reasons only you. When I talk about it, every's on, reasons only you. If we could talk about it, I could stand to prove.
I could
If we could get about it, I could stand as you. When I talked about it, carried on, reasons only you. But it's you,
It's been you.
I fell into. When I talked about it, carries on, reasons only you.
These guys are good. They can carry a show.
Every song, reasons only you.
I love the shoes.
If we talk about it, I could stand to prove. If we could get around it.
That's right, Ma Rich. The last of a great civilization.
But I talked about it, put it on, never was it true. But it's you, I fell into. When I talked about it, put it on, never was it true. But it's you,
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
I fell into. I fell into. I fell into.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nothing like missing the last chord.
We don't play that song very much.
Sorry.
All right, this is actually our last song of the night. This is a fun song. This is by the band America.
America.
If you guys know,
I hope it's a
the
10%,
song,
I
You Can
don't
Do
know.
Magic. This is
I
one of
like
our
to get my
favorite
money's
songs
worth.
to
I'm a good
sing.
singer.
This is a fun one,
America.
and we can pull it off acoustically, so it's great.
All right.
I've been to the desert on a horse with no name. Yeah, there we go. Wow, Amanda, that's not cool.
I never believed in things that I couldn't see. I said if I can't feel it, then how can it be? No, no magic it happened to me. And then I saw you, I couldn't believe this. You took my heart, I couldn't retrieve this. Said to myself, what's it all about? Now I know there can be no doubt. You can do magic. You can have anything that you desire. Magic. And you know you're the one who can put out the fire. You know darn well when you cast your spell, you will get your way. When you hypnotize with your eyes, a heart of stone.
Yeah, you think, Cheryl? Look at the shoes.
And when the rain is beating upon the it's so cold.
Amanda, hug and kiss. You better restrain yourself. Yes, that's Walter White.
I hold you tight, the rain disappears. Who would believe it? With a word you dry my tears.
Everybody.
You can do magic. You can have anything that you desire. Magic. And you know you're the one who can put out the fire. You know darn well when you cast your spell, you will get your way. When you hypnotize with your eyes, a heart of stone can turn to clay. And if I wanted to, I could never be free. I never believed it was true, but now it's so
Don't say I don't support the local economy.
You can do magic. You can have anything that you desire. Magic.
Good night, Shemaine.
And you know you're the one who can put out the fire. You know darn well when you cast your spell, you will get your way. When you hypnotize with your eyes, a heart of stone can turn to clay. You're the one who can put out the fire. You're the one who can put out the fire. You're the one who can put out the fire. You're the one who can put out the fire.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you to you guys too. Thank you. It was so fun to play for you.
So much. That was so much fun playing for you guys.
Yeah. Can't wait to come back next month.
Yes.
You guys can find us, just type in Kelly, Sebastopol Hot Monk, or Kelly and Rob, Sebastopol Hot Monk. We play all the hot monks.
Love your shoes.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. We color coordinated. Thank you so
No
much.
accident.
You guys all have a good night. Thank you.
Oh, they really cheered me up tonight. They were good.
We appreciate that.
They were good.
All right.
Oh.
Listen to some music.
You guys are excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Oh. Oh, they really put a smile on my face tonight. I surprised you guys. I try to teach Cheryl S. that you support local talent, local musicians. Right? It's a big learning curve for her. But, you know, I do it out of love. Right? What are you going to do? Yeah, it was fun. I try to tell her, look, you got to spend a little money once in a while. Right? And, you know, you guys didn't see that coming tonight. Ooh, somebody really got the back end smashed in over here. Look at this. Cheryl is learning. Look at this, Ronnie. Talk about $4,000, $5,000 worth of damage on that. They were good, huh? They were good. Union Pacific, PEE. I should be singing professionally is what I should be doing. I should have an old school show. Oh, it's no problem, Cheryl. I don't charge you, honey. I'd let you have it for free. All right? All right, you know, it's all a matter of a learning curve. All right, you don't have to thank me. But, see, you didn't see that coming tonight. And here we are at the Hop Monk. We're enjoying a beer. We got good singing. I just tell you, you should be supporting local musicians, right? I don't charge you. I'll say, you know what, Cheryl S., I could give seminars and this stuff, how to take care and spend money. Ooh. I got a good singing voice, Cindy. The moon is in your eyes, the stars they turn to red. Do 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 do. And then, yeah, I keep it interesting, boss. There's never a boring moment here. Right? Sound like somebody squeezing a dick. A duck. Sorry. That's our Hop Monk. That was a scene of a famous incident. No, I only ever have, the boss taught me that never, ever, ever have more than one beer when you go outside. One drink. That's it. You'll never have to worry. You can easily pass any breathalyzer check in America, no problem. It's not much I ever learned from him, but I did learn that. And the other thing he taught me was we drink at home, right? That way we don't have to worry about anything. He does have his moments. They're few and far between, but he does have his moments. He thinks because he's a big union guy that everything comes out of his mouth is like pearls of wisdom. Really? Yeah, you're lucky you didn't get nailed either, boss. The only guy I knew could drink a 6-pack of Bud Light and half of a fifth of tequila and want to go out to Denny's at 2 a.m. in the morning. Hey Janet, wake up, let's go. The moon is in your eyes, the stars they turn. You'd never be able to support local musicians if you didn't go out to a bar and have a drink. Those people had at least $150 in their guitar case. Not bad for schlepping for an evening's work. Do 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 do. Check yourself, boss. Okay, most musicians play in bars and clubs. Okay, that's a fact of the matter. Take your Thai tea and stick it where the sun don't shine. Ooh. Thai tea, can you imagine that? You got a nice surprise. We got a really good deal on cocktail sauce, and we invested the savings into a nice beer tonight. We enjoyed some really nice music. Thank you, Old Stirred. I really appreciate that. I try to keep the entertainment flowing just by being me. Just by being me. I gotta be me. I've gotta be me. Simple and free. I've gotta be me. Whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, whether I'm big or whether I'm strong, I gotta be me. I gotta be me. I don't want no freaking Thai tea, you pansy. Do. Thank you, Chris Bliss. I appreciate that. Ba-ba-ba-boo. Winter storms of 2024. We got travel under the belt. We got places to go and people to see. Nationwide. I got the best moderators on YouTube. Whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, whether the sun sets in the east, I could be strong. Do. Oh. Thai tea. Yeah, we can do a little better in Thai tea. Let's step up to right, orange, right, whatever the hell they call it. Earl Grey. Let's step it up a little bit. Thai tea, really? How you doing, mate? Whether I'm right. Do. I do coffee in the morning. Boba tea. Sunset in Santa Rosa. I use very high gluten flour, high protein content. Always use bread flour. If you can get Italian pizza flour, so much the better. Stop playing the sympathy card, boss. It doesn't fit. Tell everybody how you're being beaten up. I've gotta be me. I've gotta be me. Simple and free. I've gotta be me. Well, I've had kind subscribers send me Dunkin' Donuts as well as 8 o'clock. And Joey D sent me American Joe, which is good too. Well, Cheryl S., you put that out there like it's a point of honor or something. Drop you off in yellow freight lines here. Whether I'm right. Do. Boo, 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 boo. Do. I've got it. I drank instant coffee for years. The only way I could get out the door after doing my morning chooch was to do instant coffee. No shame in the game. I gotta have my coffee in the morning. I could give up cigarettes, nothing. Right? I could maybe give up beer, but then if I had to give up coffee, now we got a really big problem. Yeah, the couple was very good. I told them I liked the shoes. I've got to be me. Yeah, we're going to start having a little brew once in a while on the road. Especially if we can get a little bit of music. It's not often I get to enjoy live music. I threw a couple dollars into the kitty. Right, I'm not going to be sitting there and be a schlub. You know, I'm trying to train Cheryl S. Make sure she knows what it's all about. Oh, that beer was good. I really enjoyed it. I love a dark beer. Once, 3 or 4 times a year, nothing takes the place of a good, dark, robust beer. Ooh. Oh, he told you. So, gee whiz, he called you up on the phone. How about that? Look at that beautiful lawn. Front yard's looking good. We need a little bit of sprinkler system on. We're good to go. Oh. Oh, wow, there's trouble. Look who it is. Oh, Lord. Look at this scrawny goof. Oh, boy. Oh, wasn't that fun tonight just to invest in one beer? That was really good. We really enjoyed that. Ooh. Staggerly shot, Jimmy. Do, 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 do. Oh, that was fun tonight. That crew really enjoyed me cheering them on out there, too. my book today. Rough draft is done. Celebration night. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go get me a dark beer tonight. I'm going to the Hot Monk. They've been waiting for me. Thank you, Deborah. I reckon I better feed them. Tiger! Baby slot. Let's get some dry food on there. All right, come and get it. Come and get it. Tiger! Here comes Tiger. He's like, yum, yum. Life is good. The knuckleheads. I don't know where Fanny Kaplan is. Tiger just puts up with it. Tiger! Those little cats really like to eat. That's Rosie and Magic. I don't know where Fanny Kaplan is. I don't know. They got the kitten food right there. They're good to go. Feral cats will eat anything. We got one can of kitten food and one of regular and dry food. Kitty food. They're happy. I forgot to get the stuff out of the car we bought. We struck gold on cocktail sauce tonight. Let me tell you. That was a good deal. Ooh. All right, the little slobs have done eating. Keeping an eye on me. I got it at Furcrest Market out in Sebastopol. I got twice as much. They tried to sell me this organic jive. I'm like, I'm not buying it, man. Right. Tonight I was trying to teach Cheryl S. that there's, there's a way to shop and to get value, right? So the point was made tonight. Oh, here comes Fanny Kaplan. Here we go. Fanny Kaplan has arrived. That's the one that has all the white. That one's hungry. Fanny. Come on. Fanny Kaplan has all the white. Here comes Fanny with the white paws. That's Fanny Kaplan right there. And if you don't know, that was the fellow traveler communist that tried to assassinate Lenin. Slinking into the bowl. Yum, yum. The other cats must be bullying. Yeah, but Fanny Kaplan is skittish, right? Also, much smaller than the other two. Yeah, I know. She's gonna have it tough. They'll get their fill and then she'll have plenty to eat there. You can imagine Porky would not have fared well in this situation. Yeah, nice you put such a nice point on it, boss. Right? Want no kittens around. Ooh, poor Fanny Kaplan. Our favorite little communist is going to be left out. Our favorite little communist. Lincoln Park was great. I loved Lincoln Park, 3 Doors Down. People always made fun of Nickelback. Foo Fighters, Fergie. Boss was always big on Fergie. That was his big deal. Yum yum. I had to get Cheryl S straightened out. But see, now we're reaching a point where they can't even get the label on straight anymore. Now, what would the boss do? If he was quality control, he would say, WTF, do you care anything about the heritage? He would give a whole lecture. He'd stop the whole production line. Does the name Heinz not mean anything to you? That you now want to slap a label on that is 13 degrees off of top dead center? Right? Look at that. That's exactly what he would do. He'd say, we're stopping production. Right? That's exactly what he would do. Just, we're shut down. We're done. Close it down. Punch out. It's like we got a real issue in labeling here. It's not you guys over there. You're doing good. Batch control is good. Quality's good. We got to get it straightened out. We're done. We're down. The line is down. That's it. That's not going to fly. Well, it's good enough. Really? Is that what H.J. Heinz said? You know, it's good enough. Right. Some things are meant to be. Right. Every bottle that goes out is carrying the heritage of this company. And don't you ever start making excuses for poor quality. You still bought it? Of course I bought it. I got twice as much here at the other brands I looked at. I was able to get, I can't even read how many. I was able to get 12 ounces for the price of 5. Are the Las Vegas stage band really? Tyler or James was great as Elvis, but some, hey Scott, how you doing? Thank you. Some of them were, you know, it varies. You go down to the end by the plaza, very, well, to me it doesn't matter. But look at what I am, Cheryl S. I'm a very low-end purchaser. But let's imagine that the boss is overseeing third shift production and all of a sudden the things start coming off with the label. Like, what is he going to do? He's going to shut the line down and he's going to say, we need to get the labels on. We're misrepresenting the product here. It's as if he punched down, you know, the hots onto a circuit breaker box and there was copper hanging out of each one of those connectors, right? Yeah, attention to detail. Thank you, P. Carver. It matters when you cut the insulation off of the hots that you cut that off so that there's no copper showing on the left-hand side of the breaker, right? I mean, that stuff matters. You don't double tap onto a hot. You don't let neutrals and grounds share the ground bar. I mean, there's just all kinds of things that just are never going to fly, okay? It's the attention to detail that matters. So if I had a production facility, that's the person that I would want overseeing production and picking up a bottle off the line and saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. Signaling up top, stop, stop. Right. He would be absolutely in a frenzy looking at that. And that ain't no lie. Right? And you got to work with the guy day in and day out. da da do do do. I don't like all these cats or a pain in my scrot. It had to be you. I'm not bothering you, Fanny Kaplan. You go bed. You get on with yourself there, honey. Go ahead. Imagine the boss. Stop production on line number 4. The shift manager comes in. What are you doing stopping the line? He wouldn't even say a word. He just stand there. This is top dead center. This is the way the label's on. Then he would say, this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Hey Craig, how you doing? Now what do you want to represent the HJ Hives? They call him, yeah, you stop and fix it. You're like, really? We're gonna send this out like this? Right? You got shoppers like Cheryl S. that want production. Right? Yeah, nothing runs until the boss says we got to straighten that now. Right? It is deep, Cheryl. To somebody like the boss, there's no way that would ever escape the plant. Nope. It wouldn't happen. And if somebody came up to him and said it ain't really that deep, you know what he would do? Well, if that's the case, show me at what point it gets deep. Should we let it go another 3, 4, 5 degrees? Why don't we just put the label on sideways? Hey, we'll be innovative in the market. Why don't we put the label on sideways? How about upside down? That'll be an attention getter. They'd be stopped in their tracks. They're confounded. They don't know what to say. Right? They're all the same. They came off the same production run. Right? Image matters. All right? This would be so irritating to him as overseer of third shift production. You don't know him like I do. All right? He ain't wired like you and me. Oh, that's good enough. You know what we meant. Yeah, bad pushing. He'd have the label guy coming in. I just wanted to show you what 90 degrees from center is, right? Tell me what you think. Don't hold back on me now. Right? What do you think? Then it would be this long pause, like minutes. And the guy would feel like he has to say something like, I don't know what happened to the label maker, but you know, you're right. I guess we'll have to send this run out to the grocery outlet or something. Right. Lay 3 bags, not Well, I just want to tell you guys, if he was working at that factory, there was no way this would have ever seen the light of day in a box that's being unpackaged to go on the shelf. There's no way. How do you deal with death and get to cleanly and get, what does that say? Good night, Alan. How do you deal with death and grief to cleanly had to, what does that mean, gas can? Could you explain that a little more? Give a little more depth to that? I deal with death pretty matter-of-factly. It's just a factor of life, right? I mean, there's no escaping it. Fanny Kaplan, what are you doing? I'll just tell you that story because some people are very super professional in what they do. They take their job very seriously, right? If you're going to work, right? I mean, he knows a union guy would get written up for this. If 15,000 of these were produced in the shift, you know doggone well that guy would be written up. Right? Yeah, thumbs up are appreciated. You got such big ears, you're goofy looking. Yes, you are. Which one are you? Yeah, you got big ears, you're goofy looking. This cat's like got enormous ears like Ghostface. Yeah, thank you guys. 120 no people in that episode. There are people on that line that walk around and have the ability to push one button, Cheryl F's, and bring that line to a halt. Absolutely, positively. Hey, Cupcake, how you doing? Don't fool yourself. Maybe in your world in Canada, that's the way it is. But one person has the right to go in there and push that red button to stop that line. Get on that intercom and say, everybody's to the office right now. We have a situation in production. And they would turn on the tape, they would video it, and the plant manager would come in the next day and review that meeting and say, you know, Dave, thank you. At least somebody in this freaking operation still cares about quality. Right? We're not sending something out with a 14-degree off-center here. It ain't like that, guys. We're not the Leaning Tower of Pisa. We don't make, Cheryl S., cocktail sauce that says on the label, we're no worse than anybody else. That's not going to cut it. Maybe in your HR world, but nowhere the boss has ever been and punched a clock, nap a pipe. Like, really? You got a guy that got his head caught in a pipe machine, taken right off. You think they said, oh, that's okay. Don't stop production. Keep going. That's the problem with these young people these days. There's no stopping the production line. No matter what the hell that thing looks like. Hey, Bianca, how you doing, babe? I hope you're doing better, honey. I worry about you a lot. Ooh, cocktail sauce. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. These dopey cats. I was like, anything is acceptable these days, right? As long as it gets out to the, as long as it gets out to the store, anything is acceptable, right? That's all right. You knew what we meant. Ronnie knows. Hey, why don't we just not set the tolerance on that spark plug? It'll work. You think the boss let something like that go out the door into packaging? Really? You don't know him very well. If you want somebody to protect the integrity of your product, well, there you go. Fanny, give you a little treat. Yum, yum. Fanny's like, oh, excelente. The label skid is over because you say it's over. What an outfit here. This is the best cocktail sauce, the Heinz. Hey Queen, how you doing? And Orioles lost today. Yeah, good to see you, honey. Yeah, this is Fanny Kaplan over here. Eating. Fanny Kaplan is the Communist Party member who shot Vladimir Lenin. Tried to assassinate him. Because he wasn't towing the line enough. Yeah, good. I'll be around, honey. Just text me. We got Tiger for baby socks right here. Could the U.S. change alcohol guidelines to... I don't know. I was really distressed. Canada said 2 drinks a week. You could hear every construction guy in the world. The boss, when he came home from a day at the refinery, to tell him you already met your quota of alcohol for the week, I don't know, talk to your Canadian Minister of Health. Two drinks a week. Wow. What does that say about people in Germany? I mean, what the hell? They have beer for lunch and write breaks at work and BMW factory. I mean, it's part of the national diet. The Centers for Disease also, wow. Center of Disease is also considering the same, wow. So what do I do? One beer on a Friday night and then one on a Saturday night? Really? Could you imagine the boss when they do a 6-pack a night? And, 5-6 shots of tequila. Apple me, they rotten that back already. Can you imagine telling him that guideline? He'd be laughing his ass off. It's ridiculous. He'd go ballistic. Somebody cuts off that alcohol. I wouldn't want to be standing in the front of that. I'm eating noodles tonight. Cats have been fed. Everybody's happy. We had a really great night out at Hop Monk tonight with the music. That couple sounded wonderful. Fanny! I wish Trotsky was still around. He'd be right up here next to me. Oh, yeah, it makes me sad. Trotsky was really nice. The guidelines will screw you over the job of what you say, their doctor. I won't say anything. But if the U.S. guidelines change, that's going to be serious business, man. Hilarious to watch, huh? Can you imagine that? Telling two beers a week? You're going to tell these guys coming off construction sites and cement workers, electricians. I mean, electricians are drinking all the time, right? You too, Jennifer. I wonder how that went over in Canada when they put that out. I wonder what the blowback on that was. Right, have all the other drugs you want, but the thing that you enjoy the most. Yeah, the kittens will be alright. They'll be alright. I mean, Canada's a big beer drinking country. How else are you going to get through a curling event? Unless you're medicated like a zombie. Ooh, that was such a close shot. Ooh. 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 So what you're saying, Cheryl S., is that I'm an alcoholic. Because I usually have one and sometimes 2 beers a night. I mean, what does that mean for places like Germany that are the whole tradition is just steeped in beer, right? At lunchtime, everybody pulls up to a picnic table. They got big ass double pints of beer. Missy Jen said, "Yeah, hell, man, everybody be having beer for lunch, right?" Now Cheryl Lester wants to say, you know, Rosie, you're a budding alcoholic, right? I actually drink less now than I did 3 years ago. Less. What is this administrative alcohol czar? They may tell us 2 drinks a week. I don't know. You know, they'll probably follow Canada because it's a boring week in Washington or whatever, and we need to make news. I mean, try running that out to the union construction sites. Wow. Attention, put that beer down. It's very comfortable. It's great. I mean, 2 beers a week. A week. A week. I mean, is it really a health threat to have 1 beer a night? I mean, I don't get it. Hello, bird.
Hey, Rosie.
I just fed the cats.
All right.
They missed you, so I took care of it. I had all 3 of the little knuckleheads up here on the deck eating.
It's so hot. Oh, that's wonderful.
I mean, now I'm afraid to tell my doctor, yeah, I have 1 or 2 beers a day. I mean, holy shit.
We went to the KFC. We could go inside
Huh?
on Santa Rosa.
Man, that's so expensive down there, bird, for chicken.
I know, but we never get to go because the one on Starting Point, you have to have an app or something.
No, I don't know. I stopped going to KFC when they tried to charge $40 for a family bucket. I'm like, what the hell? $40 for a family bucket? No way.
I know, but Gracie bought me the best meal and she had a DoorDash. It was KFC. Oh my God, we're melting.
Okay, well.
So we were on our way to In-N-Out, right? And then KFC said it open, so we went to KFC.
Well, that's cool.
We wanted to go to In-N-Out.
Yeah, so I don't do KFC anymore.
I love KFC. Oh my
Yeah, but
God.
it's too expensive here.
I
you
know. We go, what's on sale? She said nothing. Okay? Yeah.
But you get a better deal when you go to Popeyes Tuesday and you get 2 pieces of chicken.
Yeah,
and,
on Tuesday, that's a good
yeah. Right?
They didn't have anything on sale.
Yeah, exactly.
We're like,
Hey,
"What do you have on
Patricia.
sale?" She said, nothing.
I'm not paying $40 for a freaking chicken. You mother, that just ate.
I love KFC. Oh, what happened? My butt. Life went out.
2 drinks or less a day for men. Okay. What is that, chick? Is that, Centers for Disease Control. Yeah, so I'm like 2 drinks a day. Usually 1. Except on weekend. But I'll bet they're going to change it here to follow Canada. I wouldn't go to KFC without a coupon. No way. The world is going crazy when you have $40 for a chicken. Lousy sides. Canada says 2 beers per week. One 2 beers per week for 2 drinks per week for a man, and 1 drink per week for a woman. I'm sure the wine industry just screamed up there. I'm like, really? I don't know if they're wanting to hoard it, but they didn't make any friends with the alcohol production community. I can tell you that. Molson and Labatt's breweries. Yeah, women need at least 12. That's great, Queen. That's great. Somebody sent me the YouTube video. Oh, come on, man. You're BSing. Right. You're just spamming me, and then I go look at it. It's like, yeah, there it is. And I drink 1 or 2 beers a night. Went to the Hot Monk tonight. Had a really nice dark beer. Delicious. If Charla's here, hello, Charla. Yeah, my uncle would drink like a 3/4 of a case of beer a night. I mean, he died in his easy chair watching the Ravens, right? Alcohol ones, new guidelines could be only 2 beers. Wow. It's unbelievable. I mean, yeah, I usually have 1 beer. And then on the weekend I might have 2. Like tonight I had 2 beers because I had a dark beer out at the Hot Monk. Right? It is ridiculous because what does that say about countries like Germany that have a culture of beer? You know, like BMW in the production line, you can have a beer at lunch. I don't know. Sounds like Canada's turning into a nanny state. I don't know. Kind of like a extension of the state of Hawaii. All the German companies allow you to drink beer. Right? It's a national heritage. Yeah, I mean, I can't cut my beer any lower. Tonight we went to the Hot Monk Tavern. We had a really nice dark beer, something I don't usually have. Because you never want to get canned dark beer. They're bottled. It was delicious. Absolutely delicious. So somebody sends me like, "Oh, you're an alcoholic." I'm like, "Really?" Yeah, you have like 10 or 12 beers a week. Really? In Canada, you would be classified as an alcoholic. Really? I mean, what the hell? I think the apostles even had like, what, 2 or 3 glasses of wine a day? You think anybody was going to slow Peter down? No, go ahead, right? Don't let me slow you down, bro. Right? Yeah, you have wine with every meal. I just try to figure stuff out, guys, so it makes sense to me. But Cheryl S. says it's a guideline, it's not a law. So I guess, I don't know whether they want you to be aware if you go to your doctor and say, I have 1 or 2 beers a day, they're going to cut you off from the medical. I don't know. I don't know what the ramifications of it are. I don't know. But I'll bet the United States will be right behind there with the CDC. And then we got COVID coming back too. I got more people sick around here in California than I ever had during the cornholio. We couldn't even have singing at church yet, so you had to have an instrumental service. Nobody's allowed to sing. On account of it's now a hotbed for COVID or whatever. I know, no singing at all, just instrumental. Right. And you know I'm always singing, right? Right up, right front. It's going to be bad, Kelly. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I guarantee you, babe. Oh, is there anything so delicious as cocktail sauce with shrimp? Oh, that's so good. Let's get in there. There we go. I don't want anything stinking up. Close that up and we throw it right in the can. It's like somebody texting me. I thought, is this a joke? Yeah, you guys didn't even see the hot monk coming tonight. Straighten that label up. What an embarrassment. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write a letter to Kraft H.J. Hines tomorrow. I'm going to get my protractor and I'm going to tell them the degree that thing is out of kilter. It's like when I was in China, right? They would have guys selling ice cream on a stick or whatever, and you know the thing of ice cream would be like this, and you would expect that the stick would be like this, but the stick would be like sideways or up here, upside down, whatever. And I said, the day that the Chinese get the stick in the ice cream right will be the day that the progress is finally made towards the future. Well, a couple years ago I started looking at stuff in some of the Chinese markets, and damn, the stick is right where it needs to be. All right. All right. I mean, you be trying to eat an ice cream and it's off to the side. Because nobody gave a shit at the factory, right? It's like, I'm not earning anymore because the stick isn't right. God, don't you love that card? Oh, I get goosebumps every time I look at that card. I just feel so happy to see that thing. Like when they printed that shirt. This shirt is beautiful, man. This features the great fighting planes, the P-51 Mustang, right? The FGP-1 Corsair. This has legends on it. Hawaiian shirts are never made to exactly match up, okay? I don't know. Isn't that card beautiful? I love that card. That's the greatest card I ever got. Ooh, yeah, keep trolling, legend. First time you've ever been in a chat. We were waiting for that to come. Don't kick them out of the chat. They can only hold so long before they have to burst forth. Celebrate good time. Isn't that card cute? It's beautiful, isn't it, Rosemary? It puts a smile on. It's a beautiful shirt. Right. It's got all the legends. The P-51 Mustang. You could just study this shirt. The Liberator, B-52 Liberator. Right. FGP-1 Corsair. Life is beautiful. Celebrate good time. No, this isn't one of the new ones. You'll know when the new ones come. They are so cool. They got like 57 Chevys with fins, with black cats sitting on the hood. They're so cool. One of them's got a rocket sort of blasting off in the early 60s motif. Oh, I wish they were here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, I mean, it's not a game changer. It's just a shirt, right? Right. Hawaiian shirts aren't made to exactly match up. They're what they call a running pattern. That's just the way it goes. What the hell time is it? Did you ever have, no, I never had a motorcycle. I hate motorcycles. All right, guys. Well, it is getting on about 9 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and close it down. We've been on almost 4 hours. What a great time tonight. See, I surprised you guys. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop and have a beer at the Hot Monk. Anyway, guys, to my wonderful moderators, first and foremost, particularly Ronnie, thank you for everything that you do. Cheryl S., we had Scottish here earlier as well as Shimei, and we got Cheryl here. Thank you guys for everything. You guys really do make the show here. And for you who have not hit the thumbs up, it was a fun night tonight. Please take a second to hit the thumbs up if you've not done so. And Chick, big shout out to you. You got mad skills, honey. I don't know when and if I'm gonna, but that is a beautiful avatar you sent, and your thoughtfulness is, well, it's about what I would expect from you. So, you know, you never hold back on your words and stuff, and I appreciate that about you. You're like a Cheryl S., right? All right, guys. Have a great